Morning, dear students. First of all, I congratulate all of you for your completing second year and best wishes for your new semester. In this semester, I will teach you the subject Chemical Reaction Engineering 2. I know one question arises in your mind. What is the question? कि लास्ट सेमेस्टर में सर ने हम लोगों को केमिकल रिएक्शन इंजीनियरिंग 1 पढ़ाया था और अब जो सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाने जा रहे हैं उसका नाम है केमिकल रिएक्शन इंजीनियरिंग 2. देन ऑब्वियसली द क्वेश्चन अराइजेज व्हाट आर द सिमिलरिटीज़ एंड डिफरेंसेस बिटवीन दीज टू सब्जेक्ट्स. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल रिकॉल योर नॉलेज ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन इंजीनियरिंग 1. व्हाट यू स्टडीड इन दैट सब्जेक्ट? यू स्टडीड व्हाट इज होमोजीनियस रिएक्शन, number 1. Then number 2, how to deal the kinetics of homogeneous reactions. Then number 3, you studied what are the ideal reactors and how to deal the ideal reactors. And lastly, you studied how to deal the real situations of homogeneous reactions in terms of ideal reactors. So these are the objectives of your last subject, that is chemical reaction engineering 1. Similarly, in this subject chemical reaction engineering 2, you will study what is heterogeneous reaction. So this is the difference between these two subjects. In chemical reaction engineering 1, you studied what is homogeneous reactions. Here in chemical reaction engineering 2, you will study what is heterogeneous reaction. Number 2, you study what are the suitable reactors for heterogeneous reactions. Number 3, you will study in this subject how to deal the kinetics of heterogeneous reactions. And lastly, you will study about the biochemical reactions, which is a special class of reaction considered as heterogeneous reactions. So first of all, the question arises, what is heterogeneous reaction? So again, recall your knowledge, your study about the homogeneous reactions. आपने homogeneous reactions के केस में क्या पढ़ा था? What is homogeneous reaction? ऐसी reaction जिसका कि reacting mixture single phase में हो, such reactions are known as homogeneous reactions. अब बात आती है व्हाट इज सिंगल फेज सिस्टम या सिंगल फेज रिएक्शन. अगेन रिकॉल योर नॉलेज, एनी मिक्सचर in which all the components are present in same physical state and the composition of the mixture is uniform, then such mixture is known as homogeneous mixture. If that mixture perform the reaction, then such mixture is known as reacting mixture, and in such case that reaction is known as homogeneous reactions. Now we will discuss what is heterogeneous reactions. Before to study the definition of heterogeneous reaction, take a look of two examples. Number 1, carbon solid plus oxygen gas gives CO2 gas. This is the chemical reaction of the combustion process. Here carbon is present in the solid phase or solid physical state. Oxygen and carbon dioxide is present in the gaseous physical state. So at any time the reacting mixture of this gas has two physical state, solid and gas. It means this reacting mixture is not a single phase system, it is a multi-phase system because more than one physical states are involved in this reacting mixture. Take a look of another example, ammonia synthesis reaction. Suppose nitrogen gas mixed with oxygen gas and produce ammonia gas. This is the example of ammonia synthesis reaction. Nitrogen is in the form of gas, hydrogen is in the form of gas, and ammonia is in the physical state of gas. So the whole reacting mixture is in a single physical state and has the uniform composition, so it is a homogeneous reaction. But if this reaction will perform in the presence of iron and molybdenum catalyst, iron and molybdenum catalyst present in the solid form, then the whole reacting mixture has more than one physical states. One gas, nitrogen, hydrogen and ammonia mixture which is present in the gaseous physical state, and iron and molybdenum which is also present in that reacting mixture, and this mixture of iron and molybdenum is in solid state. So the whole reacting mixture again has two physical states which is involved in the mixture, solid and gas. So now again this reaction system is multi-phase reaction system. So any reaction system which has more than one phases involved in the reacting mixture, then such reactions are known as heterogeneous reactions. So the heterogeneous reactions, first case due to the multi-phase system, and in the second phase reaction consider as heterogeneous reaction due to the presence of catalyst which is present in different physical state than the reactants and products. So any heterogeneous reaction may be the heterogeneous due to the multi-phase of the reactant and products, or due to the multi-phase of the reacting mixture, means reactant plus product and catalyst. So catalyst can also change the reaction from homogeneous to heterogeneous reaction. Now what is the importance of catalyst? We know that catalyst can disturb the rate of any reaction. In any chemical industry, what is our main object? Our main object is how to maximize our production, means how to increase the rate of the process. If there is a chemical industry, then chemical reaction is a vital step in the industry. So catalyst can increase the rate and hence can increase the rate of production of any chemical industry. Due to this reason, catalyst is a vital important key factor for any chemical industry. Take a look of some general catalysts which are generally used in chemical industries. Iron, used as a catalyst in the ammonia synthesis process. Nickel, used as a catalyst for hydrogenation and dehydrogenation process. Zeolite is a very common catalyst for catalytic cracking in the petroleum industry. Platinum is a very important catalyst for the reforming process of the naphtha in the petroleum industry. Silver, used as a catalyst for polymer industries, and vanadium oxide, used as a catalyst for sulfuric acid production, and so on and so on. It means catalyst is very important vital component for any chemical industry, and hence most of the industrial important chemical reactions are heterogeneous reactions. So chemical reaction engineering 2 subject is very important for any chemical engineering student. Although we will study what is catalyst and catalysis in the next chapter in detail, but अभी हमने देखा कि how much important is catalyst for chemical industry. So यहाँ पर हम एक ओवरव्यू, एक आउटलुक लेने की कोशिश करते हैं फॉर द कैटलिस्ट. कैटलिस्ट इज सिलेक्टिव इन नेचर. व्हाट डज इट मीन? सपोज वी नो दैट iron and molybdenum is the catalyst for ammonia synthesis reaction. Now we are interested for catalytic cracking process in petroleum industry. If we use iron catalyst for that catalytic cracking process, then there is no change in the rate of reaction of catalytic cracking process, because iron can be considered as catalyst for ammonia synthesis reaction, but it is not the general catalyst. ऐसा नहीं कि आयरन कैटालिस्ट किसी भी रिएक्शन को कैटालाइज कर ले. सिमिलरली निकल which is used as a catalyst for hydrogenation and dehydrogenation reaction, but it is not necessary that nickel catalyst can be used as a catalyst for the ammonia synthesis reaction. So catalyst is selective in nature. A particular catalyst can catalyze a particular group of reaction or a particular reaction. This is the meaning of catalyst is selective in nature. Number 2, आप लोग अभी तक अपनी 12th स्टैंडर्ड की नॉलेज तक सबका यही मानना है कि कैटलिस्ट कैन इंक्रीज द रेट ऑफ अ गिवन रिएक्शन. नो, इट इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी. Catalyst can disturb the rate of reaction. If it increase the rate of reaction, then catalyst is known as positive catalyst for that particular reaction. And if the catalyst decrease the rate of reaction of a particular reaction, then such catalyst is known as negative catalyst. So it is must that catalyst can disturb the rate of reaction, but it may be in the positive direction or it may be in the negative direction. Active sites. Actually, any solid catalyst has a large number of pores at their surface. किसी भी कैटालिस्ट में के सरफेस पर n number of a large number of pores अवेलेबल होते हैं. जब कोई रिएक्टेंट मॉलिक्यूल उन पोर्स में डिफ्यूजन के थ्रू एंटर करता है, तब एक एनर्जी का रिडिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होता है जिसके कारण से रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन चेंज होता है. ये भी हम देखेंगे थोड़ी देर में. लेकिन सपोज एक पोर है और उसके बगल में एक दूसरा पोर है. इट मे बी पॉसिबल कि एक रिएक्टेंट का मॉलिक्यूल सपोज ए पोर में डिफ्यूजन के थ्रू एंटर किया और एक रिएक्टेंट का मॉलिक्यूल बी पोर में डिफ्यूजन के थ्रू एंटर किया. जो रिएक्टेंट मॉलिक्यूल ए पोर में एंटर किया है, सपोज वो प्रोडक्ट में कन्वर्ट बहुत तेज़ी से हो गया, मतलब रिएक्शन का रेट चेंज हो गया है ए पोर में. और बी पोर में जो मॉलिक्यूल रिएक्टेंट का एंटर किया है, वहाँ पर रेट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन में कोई चेंज नहीं आया, मीन्स रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन अनचेंज हुआ. इट मीन्स ए पोर के अंदर कुछ ऐसी स्पेशलिटी थी कि उसने रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन को डिस्टर्ब किया, और बी पोर के अंदर वो एबिलिटी नहीं थी कि वो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन को चेंज कर पाए. इन सारे पोर्स जो कि किसी कैटालिस्ट के सरफेस पर अवेलेबल हैं, उनमें से कुछ पोर्स के अंदर ये एबिलिटी होती है कि वो अपने अंदर रिएक्टेंट के मॉलिक्यूल को, जब वो मॉलिक्यूल एडजॉर्ब हो उस पोर के अंदर, तो वो उसके रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन को डिस्टर्ब कर सके. और बाकी पोर्स में ये एबिलिटी नहीं होती है कि वो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन को डिस्टर्ब कर सकें. ऐसे पोर्स जिनमें की रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन चेंज करने की एबिलिटी होती है, सच पोर्स आर नोन एज एक्टिव साइट्स और एक्टिव पोर्स ऑफ द कैटालिस्ट, एंड अदर पोर्स आर नोन एज नॉन एक्टिव साइट्स और नॉन एक्टिव पोर्स ऑफ द कैटालिस्ट. तो तो किसी कैटलिस्ट की एफिशिएंसी कितनी है ये इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द नंबर ऑफ एक्टिव साइट्स प्रेजेंट इन द सरफेस ऑफ द कैटलिस्ट। नंबर 4, एक्चुअली व्हाट हैपन, कैसे कैटलिस्ट किसी रिएक्शन के रेट को चेंज कर देता है। ड्यूरिंग द स्टडी ऑफ CRE1 वी स्टडीड द एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ रेट इज KCA to the power n, where K is the rate constant, which is a temperature dependent term. Arrhenius studied about this temperature dependent term and represent an equation which is known as Arrhenius equation. K is equal to K naught e to the power minus E by RT, where E is known as activation energy, means minimum energy required for a given reaction. Actually, the catalyst change this activation energy which is minimum energy required for a given reaction. If catalyst change this activation energy in such a way that the value of K increase with temperature, then the rate also increase, and in such case that catalyst is known as positive catalyst. And if the catalyst change this activation energy in such a way that with increase of temperature the value of K decrease, then the rate also decrease, and in such case this catalyst for that reaction is known as negative catalyst. Now we will discuss what is the mechanism of a catalyst. Suppose this is the active core of the catalyst. The reaction is reactant A converted into product R in the presence of catalyst C. This is the active sites of catalyst C. In the first step, the reactant molecule A diffuse from their bulk phase to the outer surface of the catalyst due to diffusion. Then again the reactant molecule A diffuses from the outer surface of the catalyst to the inner surface of the core or active site. After the diffusion of the reactant molecule from the outer surface to the inner surface of the catalyst, due to the physical or chemical bonding, this molecule A adsorb with the surface of catalyst. During this adsorption process, the redistribution of energy take place. This adsorption either may be the physical bond like van der Waals force of attraction, or due to the chemical bonding between the surface and this molecule. Due to this redistribution of the energy, the activation energy of the catalyst change. After the adsorption, the molecule take place into product R, means reaction will take place. After the product formation, means when A is converted into product R, deadsorption process take place, and this R molecule deadsorb from the inner surface of the catalyst. Then again, due to diffusion, R molecule diffuse from inner surface to the outer surface of the catalyst, and then again diffuse from outer surface of the catalyst to the bulk phase of the product.